It's Wednesday morning. I didn't really do much of an update to close out yesterday after Mason got a shot on that mule deer. We spent the afternoon just going to place after place after place, or either too many hunters, or we could tell there had been too much activity. Anyway, we checked a bunch of places and really weren't able to find anything reasonable. It was hot yesterday. It was close to 80. So for the evening, we came back to the same place where I shot my bull and Mason shot his deer. There's a lot of whitetail here, so we figured let's just try to spend the evening to punch my doe tag and get that done and out of the way while we try to figure out what we were going to do for today, which is Wednesday morning right now. So last night stalked into a whitetail doe at about 30 yards, but could not get a shot. It was just in some brush. Watched it for close to 10 minutes. Eventually it kind of disappeared and drifted off. I was able to relocate it. It had moved about another 30 yards away, so I needed to close the gap again. As I started to do that, it's ridiculous, but I kicked up an elk calf that has been living in this same ravine. We've run into it a couple times now, and it was like at 15 or 20 yards. I bumped it as I was trying to get closer to these whitetail. It runs down where the whitetail were, blows out 4 whitetail. The calf and the whitetail take off, and then eventually 2 more whitetail blow out. So anyway, that's how we ended that hunt. And as we were driving out, then we had about 20 minutes left of shooting light. Mason spotted a bull running down an adjacent ridge out to the alfalfa fields. So that's what's brought us here. We're back here now, and we're in the process of trying to figure out. The wind is bad. It's kind of worst case scenario of what it could be. We're kind of trying to figure out, like, where do we go? How do we get there? And we're gonna probably, as it gets just a little bit lighter, we're gonna probably try to throw out some cow calls and see if we can locate him, which will help us figure out how to proceed from there. That's where we're at. Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can get this bull. Pretty sure it's a penguin.
Yeah, we have a few of those around here.
That's a stud.
We couldn't make a play on the bull this morning because the wind was wrong. So we tried a little bit of calling, nothing happened, so we backed out. started looking for some new areas. We found 6 mule deer bucks and some does. Spotted a couple whitetail bucks as well. They weren't on property that we could access, but in the process of doing that, we saw some elk come over the horizon. The bull was, 6 or 7 cows. We only saw them for a little bit, so we don't know exactly where they went. So we moved to a spot to try to get a vantage point. We've heard the bull bugle a couple more times, but we can't quite pinpoint him. So we're going to keep working this to see if we can figure out where he's at and see if we can make a play.
I wasn't able to relocate the bear, so I started hiking back up to Gary and Mason. Gary had already started calling and immediately had a bull come in. Mason had made it back before me, so he was behind Gary and had started calling for him. As I came up through the trees, I was surprised to see Gary at full draw. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a shot because the sun was directly behind the bull and he couldn't see his pins. When the bull didn't see any cows, he got nervous and moved out to about 150 yards or so. He was still really interested, so we popped up some decoys and continued calling, hoping we'd get him to come back in one more time. Eventually, the bull moved down the hill and crossed a small creek. Gary headed to the creek bottom, hoping he could still get close enough for a shot. What we didn't know was that another bull was already coming in from the opposite direction. Mason ran down and told Gary to come back so he could set up for this new bull. Gary set up about 40 yards in front of us and to the left behind a large bush. What Mason and I didn't know was that when the bull started wallowing, Gary ran up several hundred yards to a bush that was much closer. And when the bull stopped wallowing and started coming to our calls, he walked right by Gary and he was able to get a shot.
Hit him.
He's a brute. He's a big 6. I don't know if that one that was over here went up there.
That's him.
That's not the one that was over here.
The one up top is, yes. Mason saw him come back around.
I don't think he was that big.
Yes, he was. I recognize him.
Okay. Is still up here flying. So you did Mason? Is he the one that sent the video?
Sent what video?
Oh shit! I thought you were sending those. I sent the text. Okay. Mason can see it in the trees.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Oh,
I mean, I knew it was there, but I couldn't see it like he could.
okay. Where is he at?
He's right in those freaking trees.
So,
Yes.
that right by him.
He walked by both of us at like 30 yards.
Okay. Could you see the arrow in him?
Neither one of us could.
It was sticking out this side.
Couldn't see it, but I could tell by the way he was just walking and standing.
I mean, it was red all down his. It was back like yours, but it probably wasn't angling forward like yours.
So,
And then I shot again, and I don't know if I hit him.
you did.
I shot twice.
I only heard the first one. I heard that one. Then when he came over there, I couldn't see any blood or any wounds. So I was like,
Were you seeing this side of him?
yeah.
Okay, this is the side that had the blood on him.
Oh, because that's at the exit.
This is the exit side. The arrow was sticking out this side.
I couldn't see. But I thought I heard black. But then Mason was like right there. So we were kind of trying to talk back and forth. And he's like, he's laying down right there. I'm like, I know, I think he's dying. He's like, he didn't shoot. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he shot.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see any.
Okay.
Like, dude, what a
It's not.
freaking
We don't have him yet. I know.
Thought I screwed it up when I didn't get back here in time.
So 3 bulls for sure, and there was cows. There was,
This guy,
yeah, the ones we just looked at. Maybe there was some up there.
I think there's others.
There's still one right there. That's a cow.
The problem is, we can't get our backs or anything. He's literally laying 30 yards from our backs.
That's what I was
He
thinking.
walked up to the decoy and practically put his nose on the decoy. He walked through the bush that we were sitting behind all day. He walked through it.
I was trying to find where he stood up here for so long.
Where did you find blood?
I haven't.
Oh, I thought you said lung blood.
Yeah, on him.
God, you could see bubbles.
Well, it was pretty red. I mean, it came out like in a big patch, so okay, maybe it wasn't.
But he's hurt.
I know.
He was already putting his head down, and then he wandered over to the trees and laid down.
Yeah.
He's,
When his head dropped here, I was like, that's a good sign, but it ain't a quick sign.
so your arrow's still in him.
It was almost like the fletch is probably the only thing holding it in.
Probably is out then when he went through that bush. Unbelievable, dude.
I heard him splashing.
Yeah, we did.
That's why I went up there.
Dude, I was pissed for a little bit because we saw him coming. I'm like, Mason, get Gary. So like, I think he went down there to get you, and then you're behind that tree, but I'm over there calling. So I'm like, he's gonna come to meet you. That's too far away.
I know.
So I'm telling Mason, I'm like, what doing over there?
I know, but I was thinking he was gonna come through here.
I'm just saying.
I know.
So
This
then
was
I'm
where I was
I'm
thinking.
like, I got it. So then I started trying to like circle back down around so I could get behind you.
Oh. So what I was thinking was him coming in this way to that. I'm there. He's broadside
I know,
right
but
here.
I just thought it was too far away.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was gonna be at 60, 70 yards
Yeah.
again. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a cow. When I heard him splashing up there, I was like, to that still come to our calls.
Yeah.
He was standing right above us looking for us. I thought you were right there. No. Oh my God,
Wow.
it was so confusing.
There's an arrow out here somewhere because I'm sure that second one just... Shot 2 at it? I shot twice at it because I knew the first one was back a little bit. Okay. It was back like your dad's, but
He was gonna walk down on top of me.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, he didn't know he was shot.
Did you guys see there was 3 more bulls
Yeah.
behind us
Yeah.
just a second ago?
We saw 2. I didn't
I
know
saw
there was
2.
3.
There was 1 on the skyline and then the 2 that ran up the hill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crazy. I was so concerned that I screwed up that first bull because I wasn't here.
oh, I was just... That happened so quick.
I did not expect that.
No. He came. He was over there. Came into across the fence. That fence right there. And then beelined it.
But you know what? I think what you said is 100% true. Basically, I think we primed the pump. And they were all waiting until it's like, okay, it's go time now. And they just frickin', they were ready to go.
By calling earlier.
Yeah.